So constructed geographies for me is about making a space which is of your own making effectively, and not being subject to the conventional ideas of history, the archive. I think that if you are from places like the African Caribbean, that is effectively constructed through colonialism, it makes making your own agency quite difficult. I'm not a scholar, but I do like to work from text and research. I do like to take works which are in the archive and bring them to life. First of all, I find an archive, and then I need to either film or photograph it, decide what the assets are going to be that are going to be part of the project. And then once I've got the assets, I think about what I want the user experience to be. When people come to the work, how do I want them to feel about it? Do I want them to feel slightly uneasy, engaged? Am I going to reveal all the information to them? Do I want to hold their attention? When I first started this work, I wondered about this whole notion of computer vision bias and how that comes about, where it comes from. But in order to really understand how that works, you need to have a broad understanding of what happens historically, what happens in places when people are defining and designing algorithms, what components they need to define and design algorithms, etc. And so I take that and I skim across the top and I go, okay, here are the key points. That's what I'm going to use to tell my story. The story is a digital interactive story using the body, because that's part of this process. Facial detection is part of this whole process, computer vision. If it were about another story, I might use film. If it were another story, I might use photography. But that in computer vision is inherent to this story. That's why it's an appropriate tool.